Hi everyone, welcome back. And today I've got more of an opinion piece for you. I've been thinking a lot about Chase lately, as I want to do. And something that's kind of come to mind is I think the Freedom cards aren't changed because Chase is secretly fine with churning the ink cards as often as you want. I say that because the Freedom cards don't have, they are fine for what they are, but everybody on YouTube will say the Freedom Unlimited would be a much better card if it was a 2% catch-all and catching up with the Citi Double Cash, the Wells Fargo Active Cash. They're not mentioning the PNC 2% card, but eventually the PNC 2% card if PNC becomes more interesting. You've got the X1 card is a trash 2% card. What other 2% cards are there? Those are the heavy hitters. The Capital One Venture card, 2% card. It's a $95 annual fee. I don't think it counts. All right. But there are $0 annual fee cards that do 2% and can be combined with other travel trifectas or future travel, whatever the heck Wells Fargo's doing, whenever the heck Wells Fargo's going to do it. Right. So Chase, as like the biggest bank in America, doesn't have to make too many changes because, well, they're the biggest bank in America. But in terms of the credit card space, they also don't need to make changes because they don't particularly care about customer spend. Like they want to bring in customers, but they don't necessarily care that they're not producing more value for customers who spend more on their customer cards. Why do I say this? Well, look at the ink cards. The Ink Unlimited and the Ink Cash. $0 annual fee business cards. Great business cards to look into. Great for starter business cards. I am waiting on my application for the Ink Cash. I have the Ink Unlimited. Your return on spend on those cards compared to the Freedom cards. The Freedom cards are typically 20,000 ultimate reward points on $500 to spend, which you can knock out in a month. And then you just default to their categories, right? The ink cards are 75,000 points as a base. Currently, at this time I'm recording, December 2023, there's an elevated offer of 90,000 ultimate reward points on $6,000 to spend in 3 months. So you have to focus $6,000 of your spend into these two cards, however you're doing it. You check out the subreddit r/churning, or you check out, some members of Anthony Venture's Discord, or, I'm sure you'll see it on other credit card related Discords as well. There are folks who churn the hell out of these cards. Some folks are trying to get, an ink a month. And, even if you did zoomed out and did a quarterly strategy, you could apply for, let's say you have your sole proprietorship on a social security number, right? You have your social security number, sole proprietorship. You have an EIN for one LLC, and you've got another LLC that you're putting together. So first quarter, your sole prop, you do your $6,000 to spend, you get your 75,000 points. And we're just going to work off of the base of 75,000 points, right? So first quarter's that. Second quarter is your first LLC. Your first LLC EIN. And I think you can actually apply with a sole prop EIN and a sole prop social security number. Not 100% sure, so I'm not going to use that as the example. But let's say you have LLC number one. LLC number one, you use your EIN, get approved, you get another 75,000 points on another $6,000 to spend. That's quarter two. Quarter three, you apply for another Ink Unlimited under this new LLC. And that LLC, you also get, another 75,000 points on $6,000 to spend. So in 3 quarters, you have amassed 225,000 ultimate reward points on $18,000 to spend across 3 different cards. Now, quarter 4, you decide to go back to your sole prop. You open a Chase Ink Cash under your sole prop, and do the welcome offer again, $6,000 to spend, 75,000 points. So over the course of a full year, you have now made 300,000 ultimate reward points across 4 cards and 2 LLCs and you're sole prop. You go to quarter one of the next year, another in cash under LLC number 1. Quarter 2 of the next year, another in cash under LLC number 1 or LLC number 2. Then you do the whole merry-go-round again in quarter 3 and 4. You open up the Inc. Preferred. $8,000 to spend, but you get I think the new baseline is $8,000 to spend in 3 months, 100,000 ultimate reward points. So let's say that's the case, right? So for the next 2 quarters of year 2, you open 2 Inc. Preferreds, you put $16,000 to spend in, and you get back 200,000 ultimate reward points. Over the course of 2 years, you've racked up somewhere around 600,000 ultimate reward points on 3 LLCs, a number of cards, but as long as you're under 524, you can do this strategy, and then after that second year, you can go back and get another Inc. Unlimited. You can keep running this merry-go-round as long as you want. And with the elevated spend, Chase gets what they get out of the interchange fee. That is a higher value proposition for Chase and for you than worrying about the Freedom Unlimited and the Freedom Flex, because it doesn't matter what your spend, especially since they cap the Freedom Flex, doesn't matter what your spend is on those cards. It doesn't match the return for Chase through cycling through Inc. cards. So Chase seems to secretly be fine with you churning an Inc. card a quarter all the time. And it allows them not to move their freedom cards in any way, shape, or form. Now, the area where they will have to actually compete is the more luxury travel credit cards. Now, City Strata let them kind of kick back, put their feet back up on the ottoman, not have to worry about things. They're not playing at American Express's level. They might want to, and they'll probably take on the Platinum with the Sapphire Reserve, but in that middle space or wherever the gold is going, Sapphire Preferred doesn't sit there. And it doesn't look like they're going to make the Sapphire Preferred sit there. So I think you're still going to see changes on the travel side. My light cut out, sorry. And those changes will probably be pushed by cards like the Wells Fargo Autograph Journey, the Wells Fargo Autograph Beyond. If Citi can maybe get things together and bring Cobble Strata back together, that would be great. Maybe Capital One is making some moves or prepping to make some moves and go to the higher end, come over the top on the Venture X. I don't know. But what we see is that Chase, on the customer side, doesn't need to change the Freedom cards because of the shenanigans they let slide with their Inc. cards. Now, this is Chase's business decision. How folks operate their business cards is their business. I tell you how I use my card. I hit my welcome offer. I have used the card to kind of hide some stuff off of my personal credit profile. Not a thing I'm necessarily going to always do, but it's available to me, so why not? And I'm sure I'm not the only one who thinks that. So I think Chase is fine with letting this business merry-go-round go around because it means that you're spending more money with them. What did I say? $18,000 and 3/4 that you're pushing through an Inc. card is $18,000 that isn't going on an American Express Blue Business Plus. Isn't $18,000 that is going on a American Express Business Gold card or a Plum card or the Business Platinum. That's money that is staying with Chase. It is not going on a Venture X Business card. It's not going on a Wells Fargo Signify card when they finally announce that. Chase is having you spend your money with them, giving you very generous welcome offers on the Inc. cards, and allowing them to not have to change a thing about the Freedom Unlimited, the Freedom Flex, or really have to worry about too much more on the customer side. They did have to introduce the Freedom Rise to replace the Freedom Unlimited Student Edition, but that was just to bump up that Student Edition. And I don't know where the Freedom Unlimited sits after the Freedom Rise, but Chase doesn't seem to care. So that's kind of my thinking on that one. If you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but Chase doesn't change the Freedom cards because they make the ink so lucrative that if you want to rack up your ultimate reward points, you don't have to do it through customer spend. Well, let me know what you think in the comments. If you like what I do, hit the like button, hit subscribe, join the journey. We're almost at 200 subscribers. I'm shocked. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.